All right. Todd Rumsey's joining us along with Pam Stafford, who is the Education and Community Outreach Director for No Kill Williamson County. Well, the good news is the animal hasn't been destroyed. The bad news is, what does this all tell us about what's really going on?
The bad news is this isn't an isolated incident. We know of many other dogs and cats where the same procedures being performed. The same day we learned of Mallory, they wheeled a lab mix female into the veterinary office and aborted her 11 puppies. She's a beautiful dog. You can see her on our Facebook page, No Kill Williamson County, Tennessee. Her name's Cheyenne.
All right, so this is about not spaying and neutering as much as about dealing with pregnant animals.
This is about an animal control facility who has volunteers who are standing up and saying, we'll take these animals off of your system. We'll incur the cost of their health care. And they're refusing to allow us to do that. We don't understand why the taxpayers of our county would accept this as a practice.
Well, thank God the mayor came to the rescue. That's all I have to say. All right, what's our call to action? Where do we go from here? How do we help you?
Well, first of all, we certainly do appreciate you hearing us out today. And it's the voice of our community that needs to be heard.
I'm trying to think of who's that guy, Tommy, over at Channel 5 that loves to do all these investigative...
Phil Williams.
Oh, Phil Williams would have a field day with this. Phil's the one who buried the guy with the company car. I would love to send Phil... Make a note to call... We'll call Phil. And see if Phil will go find... I wish somebody could find Mallory. Let's interview Mallory. Can we get Mallory on a milk jug, for crying out loud? Who the heck knows what's going on? All right, so here is, obviously, there's something far deeper underlying all of this. This is not so much about Mallory as I think it is about no kill and about citizens wanting to do a better way. I don't think calling the problem Doug Brightwell would probably do much good, but I would think a mayor who might face a county reelection someday might be interested in hearing from his constituents that are listening. I think he's up when? Next year? Well, good luck. I'm in that county. I might just do everything I can to make sure he doesn't get reelected if we don't get some results. All right, so his number is 790-5700. For those of you listening, we would like for you to call the mayor's office and find out why, in fact, why Todd has not received Mallory and who did adopt it, and can we see proof of the adoption paperwork, and why does she turn up at another rescue center that is primarily in the cat rescue business? We presume that no procedure was performed on Mallory. We can confirm that, right?
Yes.
All right. So it's still your dog, as best that can be proven by paperwork, and yet nobody's given her to you.
That's exactly right.
Has anybody contacted St. Francis to see if they would honor an adoption? I mean, I think we want to get to more of what the problem is here than just that, but it'd be nice if Mallory could have her puppies in your home and be loved, is all I'm getting at.
And we've done that before. We've taken care of animals within our shelter. We've delivered their puppies. We've adopted all 10 of their puppies out. We have a group of volunteers who have proven their ability to do this. We simply don't understand why, when we represent No Kill Williamson County, Tennessee, all of a sudden the game changes on us.
Because somebody likes to kill. It's the opposite of that. Well, I mean, what? Somebody help me. I mean, everybody's like, nobody's afraid to talk, but
well,
I mean, there is no other rationale. They don't.
Well, you could come to that conclusion,
Yeah.
And what's really concerning is that I think our elected officials and shelter management is losing sight of the real point, which was we wanted to save a life. We had the opportunity to save a life.
Sure.
We're getting the answer that, well, you got what you wanted. She's safe. She was rescued. But we didn't get what we wanted because we had to fight for that. And we don't know what's going on behind the scenes every day.
But can you understand where I'm coming from? That reeks to me, that screams out to me, they don't like your organization and they don't like you calling attention
Correct.
to the fact that they have animals, that they abort the babies because they don't have a funded or a effective spay and neuter campaign. So their way is to just kill these puppies. They don't like you drawing attention to that. They don't like you meddling, and they don't like you saving those puppies' lives or that dog's life for that matter. And so while you had enough people call and pressure them, and I hope more will call and pressure them today to where Mallory is home where she belongs, they're going to, pardon the French, screw you. Anybody's going to get that dog but you. It's obviously the spite that's going on. Now, if the mayor, Rogers Anderson, wants to be the ringleader of such spite and good old boy county type shenanigans, well, then let that be so noted. Up until now, I never heard of the man. Now I've heard of him, and I'm looking forward to him not being the mayor. And for this director, what a goofball. So, all you can do is out him and then go from here. So I would hope that everybody listening, and I'll put it on Facebook, and I'll put the mayor's phone number as well as Director Brightwell's phone number. But what would we like to say? Where is Mallory, and can the person who adopted them please have her? I don't know what you want them to say, but we should be contacting. And then I think the curiosity that goes beyond Mallory is how much of this is going on and why.
Absolutely.
That's the part I'm far more concerned about.
Absolutely.
You could have called me Saturday. We'd have gotten Mallory out of there. I'd have busted her out. I've done it before with a Cocker Spaniel.
Locked. She was locked in her kennel.
Yeah, well, that's why I've got some big shears that can clip those. I'd grab Corey and a couple other rednecks, and we'd have left with that dog. Talk to us about No Kill while we're here. No Kill Williamson County and what this organization's been doing and is doing, because one of the most effective things is anybody listening right now could get involved in this and make it even bigger and stronger. And I find that there's a lot of people with big hearts, prepared hearts, and they're called vocationally to make a difference. They just don't know where. And so I know a lot of people love animals that live in Williamson County, and this could be an organization they'd love to plug into.
Well, we urge everybody listening to just Google No Kill Williamson County, Tennessee. You'll find our website. You'll find us on Facebook. Like us, follow us, and we are an organization of concerned citizens. Most of us are long-term volunteers within Williamson County Animal Control, and we simply want to guarantee life for animals.
What is the kill rate in Williamson County?
Right now, the kill rate is 67%.
So not much better than Metro.
Well, no.
75.
No, that's
no,
not,
I'm sorry.
That's
the
not
kill.
the kill rate.
I'm sorry. The save
rate is 67.
Is 67%. I misspoke.
Yes.
That's okay.
But that hasn't significantly improved since 2011. But when we
And what are the keys to this?
The keys to this are volunteers. That's absolutely the key. And we're not going to compare ourselves to Metro because our demographics are very different. When we compare ourselves to like counties such as Albemarle, Virginia, we find that their intake rates are 14% higher. Their overall county population is very similar to Williamson County. So they have a 14% higher intake rate. They have a 33% higher save rate. And they do that by spending 30% less taxpayers' money than what we're spending in Williamson County on the animal control operations. So we know it's possible. We know it's possible. You can save money and you can save more lives, but you have to embrace your volunteers. And you don't do that when you don't allow a volunteer to adopt a pregnant dog and save her puppies.
Yeah, you all were sitting here when I was talking to Barbara, but, why do these agencies seem to be opposed to these kinds of concerned citizens and groups? And, I mean, unless, seriously, there's something in it for them, some thrill of killing, why are they opposed to people that want to come forward and increase volunteers or set up volunteer systems or adoptive systems or...
Well, I can only assume it's easier to run an operations when you don't have to deal with
everything's
questions.
based on a date. It's Tuesday. It's March
Right.
4th. So these 5 get it. Boom. Done. Move
Every
on.
day at that facility, 3 cats are put to death. Our save rates for dogs are much higher than they are for cats. We only have a 50% save rate on cats.
Yeah.
And we're coming into the spring season, which means we're going to have a much higher intake for cats. We need volunteers to stand up who will foster cats, who will donate so that we can supply our fosters and save more of these animals.
All right, so they are Googling No Kill Williamson, Tennessee.
Williamson County, Tennessee.
Williamson County, Tennessee, and then if they want to become a volunteer, there's probably places to email
Yes.
and
Absolutely.
And check out upcoming activities. We're asking everybody to call the mayor, Rogers Anderson, 790-5700, or Director Doug Brightwell at 790-5590. I'll put all that on Facebook for those of you that
Thank
are
you.
Facebook friends. And call them. We want to find out where Mallory is and why she's not at Todd's house getting ready to have her babies and find a loving home for all those puppies. And in the meantime, I think, and I'll close with this, this is the tip of the iceberg. So this is painting a much different picture. And what is that picture?
Well, we know that the values of Williamson County are not being maintained in this animal control operation. And we want that to change. It's plain and simple. We know we can save more lives if the community of volunteers are embraced. And simply because we ask questions that they don't want to answer and they don't want to deal with, we will not be closed out.
That, and we still got to get our guy from Channel 5 to find out where Mallory is. I think that'd be a hilarious interview with the mayor as well as with the director, Doug Brightwell. All right, Todd, Pam, thanks so much for
Thank
sharing
you,
the story with
Michael.
us.
Thank you.
Please, somebody let me know when Mallory makes her way
We certainly will.
to her rightful place. It's 11:26 at Super Talk 99.7 WTN.